Hello, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. I wanted to jump on quick and show you guys what has been filed in the Chad Daybell and Lori Vallow Daybell case. We all know that Chad has waived his right to a speedy trial, which means because the defense is prolonging it, that the statute of limitations does not apply now. It starts, the timing starts again from the time he filed to have this extended, I believe. There's a lot of shady stuff that's going on between Chad and Lori's teams. I'm not quite sure yet. I haven't, with everything else I've been covering lately, you guys, I haven't really been able to sit down and absorb this yet or really go over the request that the Chad Daybell side made to extend and to waive his speedy trial. I'll be able to give my opinion on it a little bit later. I know a lot of people out there, a lot of other creators have already given their opinion on that, why they think that that has happened. Like I said, I haven't had a chance to go over it yet. So once I do that, then I'll give my opinion on why I think Chad is waiving a speedy trial. My opinion from right now, as it stands, before reading the new stuff that has come out, I believe he's done that because I think he wants to be able to be sitting side by side with Lori with this, so they can either blame each other or blame Alex. But that could change. My opinion could change once I have the chance to go over everything. But this is just recently, everybody, that what I'm about to show you has just been released late last night. It was filed on the 26th, but only put into the record yesterday. Good morning, everybody. So I'm getting the feeling, you guys, when you guys see this, there's I believe there's something going on with the Lori Vallow case. I don't know if she is now back and they're going to make a ruling. I don't know, but there is also a hearing for Lori. I'm going to show you all the court filings on this. So let me just share my screen here so you guys can follow along with it. I'm going to make it a full screen for you. Okay, so this is what was just filed yesterday. Good morning, everybody joining in. It's going to be a quick live because I do have to get out and about and get some things done today that I need to get done. I have an issue that come up with my electric, so I have an electrician coming this afternoon too. So my power is probably going to be out. I wanted to do that live regarding the Barry Morphew thing. I am going to still try and do that maybe today. It depends on how long my power is going to be out to get this electric issue fixed that I have going on here. Mickey Gibson, do you think this means Chad is going to spill the beans of what happened first? Very confusing. Like I said, Mickey, I want to be able, I know a lot of creators out there have given their opinion on why he has waived his right to a speedy trial. I want to be able to go over everything myself before I give an opinion on it, but I do know that there's something brewing there. Once I go over everything and put everything together in my own mind, I'll be able to form my best legal opinion that I can give from the knowledge that I have of the law here in Canada. If that applies to the US, I don't know, but I just want to be able to go over everything myself first before I give that opinion. I don't want to go off the opinions of others. You guys know, all the subscribers that have been here with me from day one, I like to give my opinion based on what I know to be verified information instead of going off of rumors and stuff like that. So give me a little bit of time, you guys, and then I will give you my opinion, what I think is going on that. I've been pretty close so far, so let's see. Okay, so what was filed at late yesterday is this here, the state of Idaho versus Chad Guy Daybell. Now, I was going to bring you live. Good morning, Nana. I was going to bring you live on the 30th. Both Lori and Chad have hearings on the 30th of August, and I have it all set up already and everything to bring that to you. And now this is what has happened. The judge has closed the hearing and sealed the record, which means I'll show you this, you guys. Let me just stop sharing this. I'll show you what I'm talking about first. Let me just bring this up for you, and then we will get back to I'm just trying to find it here. Give me a second, guys. Okay. Boom, I gotta bring that over there. So you guys, I've still got these 3 monitors going, so I just put that to the wrong screen. But anyway, I will show you what I'm talking about so everybody can understand. I want you guys to be able to follow along and know exactly what I'm talking about so there's no confusion. Let me just share my screen again here, you guys. Okay, so this is what I'm talking about. I can go in here and I can get the full record of everything that is being, these are the 2. This is for Chad. This is for the murder charges. This is Lori, and this here is for the murder charges. This is somebody else, doesn't apply to us. Okay, so here is the charges that have been dismissed right now without prejudice, which means they can bring them back at any time. You can see how long these filings are. This is when Mark Means was going on his little tangent of every couple of days filing. I could see all the filings that were happening in court, okay, with both Lori and Chad. See, there it is here, the order to dismiss without prejudice. So I can see all this right now, okay? But what has happened now, you guys, is, damn it, why did I do that? What has happened now is the judge is sealing the record, which means there's not going to be anything else posted there that I can see. This is probably going to be the last thing that I can see on that record, what I'm showing you right now. Okay, so this is what happened. This was yesterday, very late. This is the order to close the hearing and seal the record. Okay, now this is going to apply to this hearing here, and I was going to bring it. I have everything all set up to bring this to you, you guys, and now I can't because they're sealing it and they are not going to be disclosing it to the public at all. So this was Chad. You can see here, this is for Chad. And it was on for August 30th at 3:30. Okay. It's also for this one. As you can see here, it is for Lori Vallow. And it was also scheduled for, whoops. Sorry, you guys. For August 30th at 3. So Lori's case was supposed to go ahead at 3, and Chad's was supposed to go ahead at 3:30. So I don't know right now about Lori's. I don't know what this is for. This is a status conference. Does this mean she's back from the psych hospital? I don't know. We won't know unless I can see this hearing. So I am praying that they don't seal this one as they have with Chad. So hopefully I can still bring you this one, you guys, for Lori, to see if she is back and if they are going to arraign her and everything on her charges for the murders, because we all know when those charges came out, she claimed incompetent. So we're going to have to wait and see. Hopefully this status conference that is for Lori on the 30th is not blocked from us seeing it. But this one right here for Chad, you can see his name right here. For the 30th, it is a motions hearing, and that has been blocked. We're going to go over that right here. They've also sealed Chad Daybell's record, which means I'm not going to be able to find things that you're seeing on the screen right now, I will not be able to find any of this anymore. They're sealing his record. I don't believe this is right. I think that they, just like in the Barry Morphew stuff, his record is sealed. We can't see any updates. We've got to really search. You got to know what you're doing to get in there and be able to find court dates and everything, going in, backdooring it, because nothing is being put on Chad's record, Barry's record either for us to see. So I believe right here with what I'm showing you is going to be the last that you see being put into the record that we can see and that I can bring to you. The judge is ordered to close the hearing and seal the record in response to the state's filing of a motion. So the state filed this motion. So in response to the state's filing of a motion under seal regarding counsel, so they've even sealed the motion that the state made to seal Chad's record and to close the hearing, which is weird. So motion under seal regarding counsel's representation of the defendant and to the defense's motion under seal in objection, the court orders as follows. After due consideration of the factors set forth in ICAR 32 and finding that a likelihood exists that both the state and the defense could be prejudiced by discussions of dissemination of information already sealed, the court finds a compelling interest is at stake in the need to preserve a fair trial, and no reasonable alternative exists to protect the fundamental right except to conduct a closed hearing at this time. So that's regarding Chad's hearing on August 30th. The court will also hear the sealed motion to intervene as the issues raised herein are interrelated for the same reasons set forth about that motion will also be heard in the closed hearing. I should have my glasses on, you guys. I'm sorry. And for the record of the proceedings shall be sealed. The motions are scheduled and will be heard August 30th, 2021. As I said, here it is right here for Chad. This is now sealed and it's closed to the public. The closure of the hearing is for these limited purposes and is no broader than necessary to protect the parties' interests in preventing disclosure of potentially prejudicial information or to irreparably injure the party's right to a fair trial. And the judge signed it. And that's a certificate of service. So right here, this hearing now, I'm not going to be able to bring you. I've already got the thumbnail, everything all set up for it. Now I can't bring that to you. Also for August 30th, and we've got more. Also on August 30th, here's the one for Lori. I don't know if this is a status conference. I don't know if this hearing is also going to be blacked out from us. There's no motion yet to do so. And I'm hoping that this is an update on what her status is, if she's been made competent or not. I'm not saying that that's what this is, but I don't know why there would be, because all her cases are stayed until she's been brought back to competency. I don't know why they would be having a status conference if her cases are all sealed, stayed at this point. So I'm hoping that this status conference has something to do with maybe her being made competent or not at this point. Okay, so the next is the request for approval of the judge's proposed order. I'm sorry for the cough, you guys. This is from East Idaho News. They filed a request to obtain approval to video and audio record, broadcast, or photograph a court proceeding. This one that East Idaho News has gotten approval to do is this. The motion for the change of venue that is going to be held on October 5th and 6th regarding Chad Daybell. East Idaho News has got the okay from the judge to video, audio record, and photograph the following court proceeding. So I have read Rule 45 of the Idaho Court Admissive Rules permitting cameras in the courtroom. So the judge has, I believe, approved this. It's granted under the following restrictions. Order governing courtroom conduct dated June 2nd, 2021, and the administrative order from 2021 regarding access at the courthouse. Sorry, you guys, I muted myself so you guys didn't have to hear me cough. So the judge has allowed East Idaho News in for this hearing, which is on October 5th and 6th. We can see that right here, and that is for the change of venue. So I should be able to bring that one to you. Hello, Cindy. Good morning, everybody. Sorry, I haven't been watching the screen, you guys. The chat, sorry. So there it is, you guys. Again, there's another judge now limiting public access. So much for an open and transparent court. I mean, I think even with this case, everything is out there. So why they need to seal anything, unless you guys, Chad is going to try. And like I said, I don't want to make this determination yet. Is this because Chad may be... Oh, give me a second, you guys, please. Okay, sorry, you guys. I had 2 squirrels come in my house and they were fighting in my kitchen. Don't ask. Okay, so where was I? Yes. So my opinion right now, without reading through everything and absorbing it, is Chad about to make a deal? Is this why it's sealed? Yeah, I have, Mammy Love, I have one of those magnetic screen things on my back door, and I always have nuts out there, peanuts in the shell for the squirrels. And this morning I haven't had time to go out there and fill their little thing yet. So when I don't do that, they get a little upset, and they come right through my house, from the back of my house to the front of my house where my office is here and the studio part. They'll come right to the area of my studio where I'm talking to you guys, and generally just look at me as if to say, hey, you're slacking, get out there and feed us. But for some reason today they were fighting in the middle of my kitchen. So I don't know. Don't ask. Yeah. So yes. So is Chad trying to do something that he doesn't want everybody else aware of? Is there a deal maybe in the works? Is there something that they don't want the other side to know going on? We don't know. But this is sealed. We won't know about it. It's not going to be released to the public unless there's some kind of deal or something that Chad's in the work trying to do, or some kind of backdoor somewhere. I don't know. Like I said, I really don't want to give my opinion until I have a chance to go over everything. Now, also, you guys know today I wanted to do this in-depth thing with the Barry Morphew case, going over the preliminary hearing. What I think a lot of people have said that they don't think enough evidence was presented. I want to go over that, you guys. I'm hoping to maybe do that later on this afternoon. I have an electric problem at my house, so I do have an electrician coming. My power's probably going to have to be shut down for a bit while he repairs those breakers. But I do want to bring that to you guys because I think with going over this the way I have set this up, you guys are going to see what I see. Okay, there's a lot of pros and cons. I'm going to open up the platform for anybody that maybe disagrees with me or agrees with me with this, that they're more than welcome to jump on the live and you know, we can have a debate on it. But I do want to get this out there because I think with just speaking on the evidence presented itself without all that mumble jumble that's going on with, you know, the prosecution putting on a witness and then the defense being able to cross-examine and then the prosecution redirecting, you lose a lot of what is seen by trying to keep everything departmentalized. So I'm going to bring out the most important evidence in point form that the prosecution brought out. What they have to prove, number one, is motive, and number two, opportunity. Okay? And I believe that they have shown that there's only one person that has had motive to do this and one person that had the opportunity. I think once I go through this in the point form, you guys, you will be able to follow it a lot better. Sorry, a lot better than, you know, hearing a little bit of this and a little bit of that, and then trying to throw those 4 days of 12-hour days or 8-hour days together and trying to make some kind of sense of it. I'm going to bring out the major points that the prosecution brought out. Okay. And then, you know, what the defense is trying to do. They're trying to confuse. Okay. I'm not saying that there isn't things there that were debatable, that could be fought, but I think it wasn't a good look for these two defense attorneys because they are top notch. And the way they presented themselves at the preliminary, they didn't put their best foot forward, put it that way. I know the judge got a little upset with them a few times and stuff like that, but they were treating it more as a trial than they were a prelim. Okay. A preliminary hearing is just for basically for the prosecution to show, look at, this is what we've got. These are a few things that we're gonna hit on, which we think are major. They didn't present everything they have, and by no means did they go into the extent of that evidence and what proves what on any particular piece of evidence that they presented. There is so much more to each piece than what we've heard. Okay. So I want to go over that too, because I believe, number one, with the timeline from Suzanne and Barry's phones, the pings, the GPS, and things that happen and where things were found, and specific things that were said and then changed, show who is responsible for this. I'm going to give you a little hint. Okay. Barry was asked by one of the agents, Barry, who was the last person to see Suzanne alive? Barry said, that would be me. Okay. Now, the last person that would have seen Suzanne alive is whoever killed her. Okay. There was another little piece. I'll give you one more tidbit. Let me find it. Sorry, you guys. And these are going to be, I've got a few, well, actually quite a few points here. I will give you two. Another one was they asked what Suzanne looked like when Barry seen her last. Okay. Barry answered, or they asked, what did she look like? Was she alive the last time you seen her? Because Barry already said he was the last one to see her alive. Okay. So with that being said, they said to Barry, well, what did she look like? He said, well, all I seen was a lump in the bed and I could see her breathing. Okay. Now, this was in an interview that was conducted by an agent in March of 2021. But if you go back to when Suzanne went missing, the first couple of days she went missing, Barry stated to them the last time he seen Suzanne, he bent over the bed and gave her a kiss goodbye on the forehead. Okay? So this is what I mean, you guys, by there is specific things that was brought out by the prosecution that is going to sink Barry. Okay? When Suzanne went missing, keep this in your mind. When Suzanne went missing and they said, who was the last one to see her alive? He said, that would be me. Okay, what did she look like? He said he bent over. This is back when she first went missing. He said he had bent over, kissed her on the forehead goodbye, and left for work. When asked again, almost a year later, well, what did she look like the last time you seen her? Oh, well, I don't know. It was a lump in the bed, but I could see her breathing. Do you see what I mean, you guys? By a liar can never remember their lie. He said a year before that he bent over and kissed her goodbye. That she was in bed sleeping when he left for work the morning of May 10th. He bent over and kissed her goodbye. That was just before he left at 5 a.m. But when asked the same question a year later, almost a year later, he says, oh, all I seen was a lump in the bed and I could see, like, I guess the covers moving. She was breathing. Okay? Think about that. I thought you bent over and kissed her on the forehead goodbye. Now, almost a year later, when you're questioned again, you're saying all you seen was a lump in the bed, but you could tell she was breathing. Which is it? Did you lean over and give her a kiss goodbye as you were leaving? Or the last time you seen her, she was just a lump in a bed? There could be a lot of truth in that too. Did she run from him and try to hide under the bed, near the bed? Something to do with the bed? Is that why the bed sheets were all missing off of Mallory's bed? We don't know. Like I said, there's a lot more evidence that's going to come out regarding those things. Okay? So I'm not going to get into total detail, but these are some of the things that I'm going to be saying and doing in this live that I'm going to do going over this. And I'm going to show you why I think that the prosecution has enough evidence. What the little tidbit I just gave you right now, you guys, that's what I'm going to be giving you. Yes, he's the only one with motive, and he's the only one that had the opportunity. Okay? I'm also going to invite people up on the live who do not agree with what I bring out. But this is the evidence that has been brought out so far. And you could see from the first 2 days, the prosecution basically touched on, this is what we went over when it first happened. The last couple of days of the preliminary, you see the prosecution going, okay, we're going to jump into March of 2021 now. And when we've interviewed him again, now he's saying this. Okay. Good morning, Linda. I can almost see you here in Ottawa, waving from Toronto. So that's what I'm going to be doing in this Barry Morphew live that I'm going to be doing with you guys. Okay. If you want me to give you another little one, they asked if he ever laid his hands on Suzanne, and he said no. Our marriage was great, blah, blah, blah. There's all kinds of information that's not true. Also, it came out that he clipped her nose in a smacking, almost going like, I don't know what he was planning on doing, but he did hit her across her nose. Okay. But around the time Suzanne went missing, he had said he had never laid a hand on her. So the clipping of the nose and him shoving her, him holding her by her throat in a closet with a gun to his head, there's a lot of things that have come out, okay, which contradict exactly, he's contradicting himself, okay? A liar will never remember their lies. So with the breakdown of just some major things, and I'm not going to go into every little thing that the prosecution broke out, I'm going to go into the major things and show you why the prosecution is so adamant that they have enough circumstantial evidence, and I do believe they do, to put Barry away for a very long time. So let's end the conversation on that, you guys. Like I said, I wanted to get into that today, but I've got an electrician coming, so my power is going to be shut down. If that comes on in time, I may do it later on this afternoon. So watch for that, you guys. If it's not today, it will be tomorrow for sure. Okay? So watch for that, you guys. I will be putting it up early enough to give you guys a warning so you can set your reminders, and we will cover that. You're not going to want to miss that. I think it may change a lot of people's minds that don't think there's enough evidence right now. So with that being said, you guys, I've got to run. I've got the electrician coming any minute. I want to get off this and get all my studio stuff here shut down before he has to turn off the power. So with that being said, you guys, thank you for jumping on. August 30th, I am not able to bring you Chads. I don't know about Lori's yet. I will update you. Watch the community posts for that to see if I will still be able to cover hers, if I can broadcast that one. So until the next time, you guys, thank you for my mods for being here. I appreciate you. Thank you to all the subscribers being here. I appreciate you. And as soon as I know anything, you guys know I jump on and I bring it straight to you. So thank you for that. Thank you for your support and your loyalty to the channel. Much love and respect to each and every one of you. Love you to the moon and back. Till the next time, please take care of yourselves and please stay safe. Bye-bye for now.